What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, my fighters? I'm One Eye Bright, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about the Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 8. So the first, third, mid-season finale. I don't want to say the finale of the first part. Spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead. Want to give a shout out to at AMC Walking Dead. Walking doesn't have an eye. All one word on Instagram for some of these potential spoilers. Good stuff, and they do a good job. Give them a follow on Instagram. Hit that subscribe button. Support the PT channel, this channel right here, any way that you can. We truly appreciate it, guys, and we need your help and support. Thank you very much. Now, the storm starts in Alexandria. Aaron asks for volunteers because they need teams of people to secure as much of the place as they can. Aaron takes Magna with him to go put the fire out at the windmill. Carol goes to repair the breach, and Connie insists that she goes too, so Kelly joins as well. Rosita, Diane, and Lydia stay behind to guard everyone inside the house. Carol and Connie do share a look, and when Carol smiles at her, it looks like they're going to be okay. So a storm is at Alexandria. A storm is brewing. We're going to see lightning. We're going to see the windmill on fire. So that's what I guess is the cause of the windmill on fire. Not the Reapers, but Mother Nature. We're going to board up the windows, and I have to say, they do a pretty crappy job. Look at the boards just all over the place. Put the boards lower, and the windmill's on fire. So we were speculating that the Reapers attack Alexandria, but it doesn't look that way. Also, when the walkers start to flood into the house, they start moving everyone upstairs. Judith goes to head up after Diane takes Virgil up before she realizes Gracie is missing, so she goes looking for her. Gracie is in the basement, and Judith questions why. Gracie wants a weapon like Judith. The windows are broken and water is pouring in, and there's several inches on the floor already. Judith digs around and finds a pipe, which she gives to Gracie as a weapon. They run up the stairs, but when Judith opens the door, there are walkers there. Judith slams the door and locks it, and she and Gracie run back down to the basement, but the water is rising fast and there are bars on the broken windows. They're unable to get out. So danger, danger. But look at the windows being boarded up. Like, put them lower. There's not going to be walkers at the top of the window. I mean, what are you doing with these boarding up the windows? They've been living in a zombie apocalypse for years. I guess the people inside Alexandria are soft. Maybe they're kids and they don't know what they're doing, but Lydia and Rosita and Diane and so many people should know what to do. I mean, come on, right? But it's pretty cool that we're going to see Judith and Gracie and RJ and the kids kind of working together and try to survive, as they are the future of The Walking Dead, the next generation. The walls fail because of the storm, so there's walkers everywhere. At one point, one grabs Gracie through a broken window and Judith saves her, but that starts drawing walkers who are about to burst through the door. Rosita wants to buy them some time to add more boards to the doors and windows, so she grabs her badass weapon, opens the door and starts swinging. She kills many walkers all by herself, then comes inside and tells everyone to just stay away from the windows from now on. Just stay away from the windows. Boards to the doors, but Rosita is going to step up, and it's pretty cool to see badass Rosita. We've been kind of missing that. She hasn't really been around, and hey, it's Diane, but where's Cal? Where's Eduardo? Where's Scott? Where's Jerry? Where are so many characters, right? But we see that Rosita is going to take her weapon, and I think it's a Maltaka or something. I can't remember how it's said, but it's a pretty badass weapon. She goes outside and starts taking out walkers, and this is Rosita right here. Some people are hoping that the shadowy figure is Michonne, but it's clearly Rosita, just because it is. And Rosita is going to take out these walkers, and right here is what I'm talking about. This is not Michonne, even though it looks like she's holding a sword. She's holding her badass weapon, and it's clearly Rosita. Also, RJ continues to grab and hold onto Judith every time it thunders because he's scared. She asks him if he remembers what Mom said about storms and how they're followed by clear skies. RJ says that he wishes she was here, and Judith says, me too. So the Judith RJ connection is great. I hope Michonne comes back around, or at least is mentioned on the radio, or she talks on the radio to our group, because it's kind of weird that she left her kids and she's going to find Rick, of course, but RJ and Judith are her kids. I don't think we're ever going to get over the fact that she left her kids in a zombie apocalypse, right? Also, Judith and Virgil have a heart-to-heart about Michonne. She asks Virgil if he knows where she went, and he says no. She's really sad that Michonne has been gone so long. And how long has it been since Michonne went away? Anyone know the timeline? Please let me know in the comments below. Virgil lets her know that he sees Michonne in Judith, from the way she holds her sword and how she talks to Gracie with getting her to believe in herself, etc. He reassures her that Michonne is always with her, and he's sure that wherever she is, Judith is always with Michonne too. So yeah, that's nice. But I think we all can agree that we want Michonne back with Rick to see our group, RJ, Judith. We want to see that happen. So clearly Virgil is very much alive there. I had a different video, will he survive? But that doesn't mean he survives the entire season. And to me and a lot of people, he's kind of a throwaway character. And his biggest contribution is connection with Michonne. So is that going to be it? What's really the arc for this character? I think it's already been there, but we'll have to see. Maggie and Gabriel sneak into the Meridian through a tunnel she had built before the Reapers took it over. She informed Gabriel where to find a weapon stash for where he goes into the building. Daryl is up on the catwalk with Pope and Leah watching everything. Daryl acts like he's going to get arrows, but he actually kills a Reaper before they can find Maggie and Gabriel. Daryl instructs Maggie to go around to the side and opens a gate for them, as well as busting the lock on the food storage for them before heading back up to Leah and Pope. Gabriel is scouting around the building while Maggie finds an old truck and hot wires it. A Reaper finds her, but Gabriel shoots him. Maggie gets the truck moving and pointed right at the gate. She makes sure to roll out at the very last second, sending the truck crashing through the gate/wall, letting all the walkers in, causing a lot of commotion. So I'm guessing Maggie, Negan, Elijah, and Father Gabriel bring the walkers as far as they can go. And then they start herding them around, or I guess directing the horde. So they're just moving them around. So Maggie's probably directing them here. We see the Meridian. We're going to see that Pope and the Reapers can see the walkers in the distance. So they're just not going to walk up to the walls. Like, what would be the point of that, right? But there's only so many Reapers, and I don't know how many walkers they got, but again, there's so many walkers left around this area. So it just doesn't make sense to me. But either way, the walkers are here. There's so many of them, and the plan is to get them inside the Meridian. But if they bring all the walkers, I guess they can just get them out. But all the walkers are coming here. They're going to take out one of the Reapers that are in the woods, because we see the walkers and then we see this. I'm guessing it's a Reaper, never seen him before, but he radios the group like we have a problem. And then all the walkers keep coming towards this guy, and it's going to be too much for him to handle. Why not just run away? But either way, this guy's in trouble. Then I'm not sure what's going on here. It looks like Maggie's hand around all the walkers, but look at the, remote control in the person's hand that's on the ground. It looks like a keyless entry thing for a car, like boop boop, or the horn, burp burp. So is that how Maggie gets in the truck? No, I'm just kidding, but it just looks like that to me. But we're going to see Father Gabriel and Maggie go into the Meridian, and shouldn't the Reapers have like great security measures? They're mercenaries, they're military. But even if Maggie and Father Gabriel sneak in of a tunnel that they knew about, wouldn't the Reapers, or shouldn't the Reapers found it already? Like, know about the secret passages and then secure them? But I guess not, right? Pope goes to see what is going on after Maggie crashes the truck into the Meridian. Leah asks Daryl if he ever thinks about what would have happened if they never left the cabin, and he tells her yes. Daryl tells Leah he has to tell her something. He admits there are people moving among the dead, his people. Leah realizes he's referring to Maggie, and she gets extremely pissed that he lied to her. She says that she never should have trusted him, but she wanted to. Daryl lets her know he did it to protect his family, and that she should understand that. Pope returns and notices they're in the middle of something and questions what they were talking about, and Leah says family, like Dominic Toretto, family. And it's all about family. So Pope, Leah, Daryl, it's going to be a big problem here, but as you'll read, or I'll tell you in a couple minutes, Pope's not going to make it. Pope, Daryl, Leah, it's a problem here, but Leah's going to have a problem with Daryl lying to her like anybody was. You lied to me. You should never lie to anybody, right? Even in a zombie apocalypse. But ultimately, the Reapers have many RPGs, and they're going to set them off to kill all the walkers inside the gates. Pope plans on killing everyone and doesn't care if the Reapers are casualties in the crosshairs. That's pretty terrible. Like, he doesn't care if he kills his own people. Leah has some issues with his methods, and he tells her he's God and she's not allowed to question him. Oh, really? The herd starts approaching the Meridian gate, but Pope has it mined. So the mines start exploding everywhere as the walkers step on them. Both Negan and Elijah get injured from shrapnel from a mine. So boom, pow, pow. So Elijah and Negan get injured, but I don't think it'll be too serious, but you never know. Pope commands a Reaper to light the RPG, which they do. Daryl pulls his knives out like he's going to kill Pope, and just when Pope is facing Daryl, Leah comes up behind him and stabs him in the throat. Daryl throws a knife and kills the Reaper who lit the fuse. Then he cuts the fuse to the RPGs so they don't go off. As Pope is laying on the ground bleeding out, Leah puts her boot on his back and stabs him through the back of the skull. He gone. So Pope was not really much. We still don't know what's your problem with Maggie, Pope. And hopefully we'll find out, but why was Maggie marked by Pope? Pope mocked you. And it was a big question. Still don't know. After that, there is more commotion in the courtyard because Gabe is up high in the building with a sniper rifle shooting everyone he can while Maggie is fighting too. Daryl tells Leah they can go, but other Reapers radio for Pope to ask what they should do. Leah picks up the radio and says Pope's dead. Dixon killed him. Daryl looks at her, then asks her, why'd you do that? And she mentions something along the lines of family. Daryl jumps down off the wall and disappears as the other Reapers run up to where Leah is. They want to go hunt Daryl down, and she tells them to shut the gates, which they are confused about before she tells them they're going to kill everything inside the gates, including our group. One of the Reapers lights the RPG again. This is the cliffhanger with the Reapers storyline. So, what's going to happen here? Pope's gone. But Daryl didn't kill him, Leah did. But then Leah blames it on Daryl. Father Gabriel is taking out some people with a sniper rifle, which I understand, but he's got probably the worst eye anybody there, right? And he's kind of looking down the barrel with his right eye. You can kind of, maybe he's using his left, but wouldn't you be on the other side? He's right-handed. So again, it's one of those funny things in The Walking Dead where somebody is aiming through the scope with the bad eye or the missing eye, right? We've seen it several times now. But it's all good. So what's going to happen here with Leah, Daryl, the Reapers is going to carry over into the second part, which is kind of cool. But Pope's gone. Kind of a cool villain, but not really long enough for character development. But there we go, guys. So that's season 11, episode 8, potentially, possibly, probably from potential spoilers from at AMC Walking Dead. Remember, Walking doesn't have an eye on Instagram. So I'm excited. I'm enjoying watching them on IMC Plus, but I do think it's still weird. I don't know if I'm ever going to get over it. I watched, the episodes on Sundays on AMC Plus, so I'm a week ahead of everything if you watch it on AMC. But overall, I've really enjoyed, well, I haven't seen episode 1108 yet, but I've really enjoyed all the episodes that I have seen. How about you? Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Support the PT channel any way you can. Stay safe, and as always, tell them Daryl.
Yo, we love